leaving their opponents in tears, taking them to the finals. And here we are. Sierra Leone as much had a terrible moment at the start with one of the players that was in a devastating situation. The Sierra Leonean player, the man in the one jersey, on his feet, and Sierra Leone from a struggle point secured themselves to the final. Ladies and gents, this evening is not going to be any easier for us as fans watching, because both teams are full of energy that you would imagine seeing them jumping right here, making a moment. A quick head. So letting you know what you're doing here is that you're missing a moment that will come a year you live to tell your kids. In my country, here at the Gambia, play at Cashman. This is the moment. We want to say a very big thanks to our ball retrievers. This young lad has been doing a great job. And of course to our beach technical director. Of course to all our local committee staffs, our international organizers, entrusting the Gambia to hosting this tournament here. We hope you entrust us as much to host more big tournaments. As we've seen, we can do way beyond your imagination. We want to say a very big thanks to Africell, one of the key sponsors, not only for today's event, but as much they've been doing it, which we are between these two teams. The Gambia, our homeland, and of course the Lion Mountain. What a moment! Is this going to be a big packed place? What a to take the first half. Team Sierra Leone facing the Gambia. You're watching the finals. The Gambia. Ball in play. What a strike! It's the 2025 CAVB under 18 big volleyball. Sierra Leone picks it up against the man in 230. What a spike! What a fantastic spike there by the player in the two jersey. Are we going to bounce it back? Well, let's see. Team Sierra Leone, man in one jersey, takes it across the Gambia. All set. What a block! What a spike! What a lampimpi! The Gambia, Sierra Leone in defense. Ball in play. He smashed it again. Gambia in defense. What a defensive for Sierra Leone. He throws it. Referee cuts that. A point for the Gambia. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the first set between Team Gambia and Sierra Leone. The first set. Gambia man in the one jersey doing the serve. Sierra Leone in possession. What a moment! And it's a point for Team Sierra Leone. This final has a lot of story time. It takes it on the cross. Back in that play. Gambia. Oh my God. They are not letting it easier. Team Sierra Leone man in the two jersey. It takes it on the cross. Gambia in play. Back. Right in. What a spike! It's the rule of volleyball. Beach to be precise. For every set of 7 points, there should be a change of court. We encourage players to shake hands. Minister of Sports, Mr. Bakari, is right here with us. And of course, we want to recognize youth and sports. And of course, in our midst, we have the president for Birds meeting, Mr. Cisse. And of course, what is the not only having the Minister of Sports in our midst, but of course the boss lady, Madam BANJUL. You're highly welcome, Madam, and thanks for being here with us. What a moment, what a history. The moment of volleyball. The Gambia. What a spike. The Gambia is Sierra Leone picks it up nicely. Suleiman, what a moment! And it's a point. What a moment for the Gambia. Ball in defense. Sierra Leone, what a place! What a block! But it's a point for Sierra Leone. They are points. Ball in the defense. Yes! Very hard work. Witnessing the Gambia and Sierra Leone battling to see who secures the victory. Sierra Leone in defense. Suleiman takes it across. That is a point. What a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB U18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup coming to you live and direct here at Casuma Beach. The Gambia takes the long across. Sierra Leone in defense. Suleiman smacks it across. Gambia back. Drops it again. What a smack! What a judgment. The line says was up. Sierra Leone in defensive. Suleiman passing one does it. What a block ball missed. What a placement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tournament that hosted 12 countries. These two male teams made it up to the finals, Sierra Leone and the Gambia. The Gambia back. What a spike! What a bit of luck! Stars are going to bounce it back. The Gambia back in the 2000. Takes it across. And it's a point. It's a point. I want to say a very big thanks to Africell for their sponsorship in their partnership sponsors, giving us this beautiful moment here. And of course, we also want to appreciate the president for that meeting being here with us today. And of course, the president for the Gambia Wrestling Federation, thanks for being here with us, Mr. Seni. The Senegalese volleyball president, Mr. Amadou Sey, and the president for Zone 2, Mr. Amadou Sey. To all our technical, all control committees members, highly welcome and thanks for being here with us. Gambia so far is taking a lead with 14 points to serve. Sierra Leone 9 to receive. Ball in play, Sierra Leone. Suleiman takes it. Ball in defense. The Gambia. Ball in play, the Gambia takes it back. Suleiman. Sierra Leone with a placement. Oh my days. It's a point for Team Sierra Leone. What a judgment. Well, given the points across the Gambia. Place it for back. And they still repeat it again. For the second time in Libya. Place it. Ball in defensive by Sierra Leone and Stars. Suleiman. Place it again. What a placement. Along with the boss leading our midst, we want to recognize their presence. What a point. Let's see if they can make it an easy ride. The Gambia takes it across. Sierra Leone picks it up. What a spike! Suleiman. The movement was a little bit lost. At each set point, Sierra Leone 14. Can Bam make this win? Let's see. Never say never. The Gambia man in the 2 jersey. He did a wonderful stop. A miscalculation and step decision, and the referee points reserved. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB U18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup right and direct here at Casuma Beach at the Smiling Coast. Of course, courtesy of FIBD Olympic in solidarity. And of course, I want to say very big thanks to all committee control members, making sure we have a moment like this here, and of course to the international organization entrusting the Gambia to host such a tournament. Along his wife, and of course to the CAVB Vice President, Mr. Frederick, alongside the FIVB Referee Court Director, Mr. Easy Martins, the CAVB Beach Volleyball Commission President, Mr. Musa Amiro, and of course the President for Zone 2, Mr. Amadou Sey, not leaving the Senegalese President. I want to recognize the President of Mr. Matseni, the President of Gambia Wrestling Federation, and of course to all control committees members right here. And of course, to one of our big powerhouses in the nation at large, GMABIA. The Gambia takes it long across, Sierra Leone, bouncing back. He smashes it across, back couldn't let it drop. Gambia, bounding play, back. What a mix! Sierra Leone, what a fantastic placement here. Gambia edge, and of course, are they going to allow Sierra Leone to catch them off without 4 points? Well, never say never. Let's see. It's a finals you're watching here. The Gambia, for the first time in history, hosting 12 countries under the umbrella of these beautiful sports. We really want to appreciate the organizers, and of course to the federation entrusting the Gambia message that we can do better more, entrusting our committees to putting things in place. Seeing about 5,000 spectators here is not an easy job, huh? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a moment in history holding 12 nations. The Gambia push it across, wraps the lay up, beautiful smack. Sierra Leone in play. What a moment! What a beautiful moment in sports. Sierra Leone are bouncing. The Gambia has just 1 point to secure a win on the first set. Are they really going to allow Sierra Leone to take on them? Well, let's see. Hey, what a moment, ladies and gentlemen. There comes the end of the first set. Gambia taking the win. Sierra Leone doing that tap, man in the true jersey. Takes it across, bow. And bow for Gambia. Placed it up nicely. What a balance set the block. Second referee. It's the second set. Gambia won the first set. Gambia ball in play. Bow. He smashed it. What a bit of block there. Sensitive decision. The Gambia, doing that tap, takes it on the cross now. 2 not short to be sure, and there's a point for Sierra Leone. Are they going to secure the second set? Making it an easy win for them. Well, let's see what Sierra Leone has to offer here. The Gambia. He smashed it again. But this time, it was on the other edge angle. So a tip line off and giving the players. The Gambia, ball in play. It's smashed it again. Are they really going to be defensive to crack up that storyline and say yes, we are the host nation and we need to grab this win? Bar takes it across. Man in the true jersey for Sierra Leone, ball in play. He smashed it again. Yes! What a fantastic rolling. What a moment, and we open the Gambia. It is the 2025 CAVB U18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup, courtesy of FIB. What a moment! What a play! Ball in play. Sierra Leone. He lasted out. Smiley possession in defense. Takes it across again. What a moment! Oh my days! Ball in play. Sierra Leone. Gambia in defense. Ball in play, Gambia. Yes. You can see the momentum here right now. Leone now in the second set. What a block! What a block! Are they going to allow Sierra Leone to take another set? Don't forget in our midst. What a moment! What a block! What a placement! But that's too much. That was just too much. Courtesy of volleyball, FIPB. CAVB on 18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup Finals. You're watching here with us. And of course, we have GR in particular covering this event. We want to appreciate all officials taking their time. The camera bar. This man standing. This young lad is just so fearless. Hey! What a moment! No lie. Courtesy of FIPB, Olympic Solidarities, of course, insect sponsors, and of course, his wife as well with us, and to all big officials, big dignitaries. Okay, let's go on the mountain. It's the first nation. It's the Gambia. It's the Gambia. With the final point. It's the final bowling point. It was out. Now, the fans are cheering up loudly as it supports, of course, the whole nation. Sierra Leone, is there any hope? Never say never. One of the guys, of course, the presence of the former president of the Gambia Volleyball Federation and the current president. But for today, this game, Salomon business to all man business. Today is not the final. We go come back. We say Salomon business. No, but it's definitely Salomon all man business. You already know. Of course, that's why we have the actors here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's nature, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB over 18 Beach Volleyball for the Sierra Leone lady to the male. The female, Congolese stars, took on the Gambia. And on the female edge, in front of the Minister of Youth and Sport and his wife, Sierra Gambia. Taking a victory leap here. Sierra Leone yet to